Hi, Mom. Thank you for allowing me to do your birth chart reading. I have all of your cards pulled out, and I can see right away that you have a whole lot of earth and fire in your personality. So earth is like practical grounding, down to earth energy, and then fire is like that action, impulsive, go for it type of energy. So that's an interesting combination, and I think it makes sense with your personality. So, although I am a little bit skeptical that Aunt Rita remembered your exact birth time, but having all the cards out, I can see where it does make sense. So I'll explain it as we read the cards. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is your rising sign. Now, this is determined by your time of birth. So you actually have a fiery Leo rising. So your rising sign is how you appear when you first meet people, the first couple of times that they meet you, and how you are in new experiences. So this does make sense to me. I can remember times like when we went to Singer Island and they were doing the hat contest and you jumped right in there, and just it was very Leo-like. And Leo, the type of energy that Leo is like regal and entertaining, and they're just the star of the show. So you have that as your rising, if that's your birth time. And this is engages enthusiastically, expressive personality, gets attention, extra, and has a light and warmth to them. So that would be your rising. Now, your sun sign, which is your actions and how you're seen in the world, is a Capricorn. And this is in the practical, grounded element of Earth. So you have a Capricorn sun, and that is exists ambitiously, takes a step-by-step approach, has a practical nature, strives to achieve, and they have their own personal standard of excellence. And according to your birth time, you have your sun in the 5th house of Leo. So I see a lot of Leo energy sneaking in here. And this is going to be the playful showboat. So, Mom, I mean, that does make sense. You are very playful and you like to show off. Like, I just seen your most recent TikTok video where you were showing off. And you're always the most fun to be around. So, I think that does make sense. Well, if, you know, and that's based on your birth time. So the next placement is going to be your moon. And I think that this is the most important placement in a person's chart because it is your inner self and your emotional nature, your more private world. And everybody sees your Capricorn sun, but everybody might not know what really goes on the inside. And you actually have an Aquarius moon. And Aquarius is in the element of air. And air is about intellect and thinking and communicating. So here are some points about Aquarius moon. They feel abstractly, so they might be like separated from their feelings. They might look at them and analyze them. And they're very sociable, but at heart they're a loner. Might have grown up feeling different. They may consider emotions to be petty. They're unique and independent. And also this placement is known for, so this is like Amanda's sun sign. So this placement is known for just marching to the beat of their own drum. And and just doing things their way. So like some of the things like how you don't like to wear matching socks, or how you just won't fit into anybody's bubble. Okay, you're your own person, and you're strong, and you're unique, and you're a complete individual. So that's Aquarius, and that's who you are on the inside. And then also you might connect more on an intellectual level than actually with emotions. And also this is like a humanitarian placement. So you might, you know, like how you're always like supporting everybody and like sharing stuff on social media and stuff like that, and caring about things that's going on in the world. That's like Aquarius type of energy. And then I find this very interesting. So if your birth time is correct, then your moon lands in the 6th house. And the sixth house is another earth house. This house is represented by a to-do list, and it is known to be like, reviewing things, maybe sometimes worry or be critical of their self, or be critical of other things. So I think like if this is your right birth time, along with your Capricorn sun and another placement, I think this might be where some of the worrying energy can come from. And we know that's how you love us, right? So a moon in the sixth house is actually the undercover smarty pants. So that's you, Mom, undercover smarty pants. And then, so for your next placement, we're going to talk about your Mercury sign. So your Mercury is how you think and communicate. And you have it again here in Capricorn. So this is a practical, so your thinking and communicating is probably pretty practical and down to earth. So this speaks methodically, breaks down ideas into manageable parts, compartmentalizes information, values time, and impatient with people who don't keep their word. So that's like some key points of your Capricorn Mercury. It's basically like just a practical style of thinking. And then one other thing I want to mention about Capricorn energy is like they say that Capricorns actually age backwards. So like while you were younger, you might have had a lot of responsibilities and a lot of stuff on your shoulders, and like kind of like how an adult would when you were actually a kid. So as Capricorns grow older, that's when they actually can like start growing out of the serious Capricorn business like lifestyle, and then moving into this more playful, youthful energy. So that really reminds me of you, Mom, because like you live your best life and you have so much fun and you have like that childlike energy. And I hope, as I age, that rubs off on me too. So I think that's really cool about Capricorns. They have like that Benjamin Button thing going on. So, and then if your birth time is right, I gotta say this every time, then your Mercury is also in the sixth house, which we talked about is about like day-to-day routines, just like mundane, like everyday tasks. It's like represented by a to-do list. And then this is OCD at its finest is the nickname for that placement. So next, we will talk about your Venus, and your Venus is how you love and also what you love, and how you show love. So you have your Venus, your planet of love, in the fiery Sagittarius house. Now, Sagittarius, this energy is all about having experiences, living life, traveling, learning about new things. So you might, love like mentally traveling, or you might love like all different kind of cultures and learning about that. And also one of the big things is, just like your Aquarius, like Sagittarius does not like to be put in a cage. So a big key point for this placement, besides everything else I just said, is freedom. Okay, that's the Sagittarius Venus needs to feel loved. Okay, and that's how they love. So loves freely. Mix of lighthearted and serious. They need to have meaning for their relationships. They want to experience everything with their partner, and they need room to grow and not be held back. So in whatever kind of way that is, you do not want to be put in a cage in your love life. And you have your Venus in the Leo house again, the fifth house. So the fifth house is all about drama and romance and the beautiful things in life. So having your love, your Venus in that house, it makes perfect sense that you are actually the muse. So you are the one they write poems about. You are that fair lady in the fairy tales. Okay, next. So you got a really cool placement here, Mom, and this really makes sense. So we're going to talk about your Mars. So your Mars is how you take action and how you go for your goals. Like if you want to do something, how you do it. And you have an Aries Mars. So this is exactly like Mars loves to be here. This is exactly matching type of energy. So in Aries Mars, they're going to be like quick to go ahead and just jump off the bridge, like jump in the beach, jump in the ocean with you, jump on the beds, like act first and think later. Like they're spontaneous and they just go for it. They're like trailblazers. So that's really cool. And this is acts fiercely, bold and daring, quick to act, assertive, and eats goals for breakfast. So whatever you want to do, mom, like you know how to do it. You've got that tool right there to get it done and get it done quickly. Now, also, I mean, sometimes this placement could have trouble with finishing things though. They can start things very quickly. They might have trouble with finishing it. And also they might like get bored easily and like switch to different things. So like say you know, go to wash the dishes and then, you know, you might get bored of that and like go listen to music or whatever, you know. But that's how you take action. Okay. And then you have it, if this is your correct birth time, you have your Mars in the 9th house. And you can see, and this is where Sagittarius comes from too. So you can see it's represented by a backpack because it's all about experiences and traveling and learning and gaining that higher wisdom. So the nickname for this placement is called the Rambling Man. But since you are a woman, we'll go ahead and change it. So like the Gypsy. So living life free and flowing all over the world and having that that freedom type of energy of going for your goals in different places. So hope you liked your birth chart reading, Mom. Thank you for participating. I know with your Capricorn sun, it's probably not a very practical thing, but I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. I love you.